Hello friends, my name is Bimbo Akinjokun. You are welcome to another episode of The Light of Life. God bless you. Looking closely at the story of the prodigal son, it occurred to me that his major problem was not the fact that he asked for his inheritance, but the fact that he decided to separate himself from his father. I came to this conclusion because when the father was speaking with the elder brother, it was clear that he had no problem with releasing the inheritance of the elder brother to him as well. The major problem was that the younger son decided to leave home and go away from where his father was. If he had stayed at home and managed the property well, under the guidance of his father, he would not have encountered the loss that he had. But that aside, when he lost everything as a result of riotous living, he decided to handle the matter by addressing the effect and ignoring the cause. He decided to look for a job and find a way to fix the situation. But his situation could not be fixed until he returned home and reconnected with his father. The major problem was that he separated from his father, and the problem could not be addressed. His situation could not change until he returned to his father. When Hagar became pregnant for Abraham, she decided to become proud and despise Sarah. Sarah got angry and made life difficult for her. Hagar fled from the face of her mistress and wandered about in the wilderness until she encountered the angel that told her to go back and submit herself to her mistress. Her major problem was not that she got pregnant for Abraham. It was that she became proud and her situation could not change until that issue was addressed. She had to go back and submit herself to her mistress. As human beings, we often make poor choices and take wrong decisions that often lead us down the path where we never desired to be in the first place. But instead of treating the cause of the problem, instead of addressing the root cause of our problem, we try to fix things by fasting and praying. We do not want to make the corrections that we are supposed to make, but we want God to fix the situations for us. We address the symptoms, but we ignore the root cause of our problems. This is why many of us keep languishing in our situations in spite of how hard we pray, in spite of how much we fast, or all the efforts that we make. In Genesis chapter 1, verses 1 to 3, the Bible tells us in verse 2 specifically that the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. The earth being formless and empty was the effect. The major problem was that the darkness was upon the face of the deep. Therefore, when God was going to fix the situation, he started by making sure that the darkness was addressed. He had the power to command plants to be created in that chaos. He had the power to command animals and man to come into existence in spite of the chaos. But he chose not to do that. He addressed the root cause first, and then step by step, he restored the earth to where it was in the first place. I'm asking you today, are you beating about the bush? Are you trying to bribe God with fasting and prayer, but you are ignoring his simple counsel of obedience? Remember, God's delight is not in our sacrifices, but in our obedience to his counsel. Look at your life today and ask yourself, why are you in this problem? If it is because you have been rejecting counsel, make amends by returning to God and receiving his counsel. If it is because you have been disobeying his word, don't think that you can bribe him with your many sacrifices. God will never be impressed. Return to him in obedience today, and he will surely return to you to restore things that are lost. Think about this, and may God richly bless you.